Oh, what happened there? Someone seemed to suddenly stop. I am going live because the post has arrived and I ordered some really nice, well, interesting eco flooring products, some samples for marmoleum samples. I don't know if you've ever come across marmoleum. So this is from a company. I've got the package here. I'm doing a kind of an influencer thing. So Forbo there, hopefully you can read that, is a flooring company based in Derbyshire, and they, or at least the nearest thing to me is in Derbyshire. I think they're based in Derbyshire. And marmoleum is a product that is made of renewable materials, basically rubber. So if you have an allergic reaction to rubber, then this is not the product for you. I had a friend who had a reaction to rubber, and I think it's not that uncommon. You have to get special condoms and things like that. So if you are one of those people, this is not the flooring product for you. But if you are not, then you know this may be a good option. So I'm going to open it up. I'm going to show you the samples that I got, and you can tell me which one you like the most. So they've got a nice little sticker on the back that says, "The path to carbon neutral is made from linseeds, not plastic." So these materials are made from 97% raw materials. They're CO2 neutral without offsetting. And it says that the CO2 neutral is the weighted average of the marmoleum portfolio from cradle to gate. I don't know what that means, but it basically means it's very sustainable. This product, I don't know how well you can see it, to be honest. It's got a kind of a Hessian type backing to it. Look, it's easier for it to focus on it on the back. And then it's got a very smooth, waterproof finish. It's basically like the eco alternative to vinyl. So it's not as cheap as vinyl, it is a bit more expensive, but it's harder wearing and it comes from more renewable resources. Well, 97% natural raw materials, and it's CO2 neutral. So, relatively, because there's obviously some sort of disclaimer which I don't understand. So I've got a few different ones here. I don't know how well you can see them, but this one is called Marmoleum Splash, and the colour is Rock Pool. I don't know if you can see this. It's got kind of like a marble kind of, I'm peeping around to see if you can see it and if the camera is focusing on it. It's got a kind of a marble, and this particular colour is sort of like a duck egg blue with little splashes of white and a kind of like an egg yolk yellowy colour. Very, very subtly though. I quite like that. I'm not sure if I would use it though. But it's a really good sample size, and you're allowed to have 6 samples as a homeowner. I know as an architect I could have ordered the full range pack. I have had it in the past. But I didn't want to have so much choice, so I just went for a limited version, and then you get a much bigger sample size. So this one here is the Marmoleum Fresco in the colour Natural Corn. So it's a lot more, the colour is not really great. It's very yellow. I'm trying to get a version of it on the screen where you can actually see more of what the colour looks like. It's quite vivid. I think that's too vivid for me. It's got a similar marbled effect to it, which is kind of what I like about the marmoleum. There's a lot of these marbled effects. So next one is, this is very similar to the flooring that I have now, and I have a cork flooring now, and it looks a lot like this. I think this is that's a fairly good look of it. The cork flooring that I have now is beautiful. I love it. It's a click together system. Again, another product that's a bit on the, it's not a cheap product, but it's sustainable. Cork is a really sustainable product because it's completely renewable, and it's gorgeous, and I would use it again, but not in a bathroom. I had quite a lot of bad luck with the bathroom fitters that I used, and it's taken quite a long time to get the bathroom into a better situation. I've had lots of different work done on it, and now I'm replacing the gorgeous cork flooring that I had put down, and I'm going to put down a marmoleum because I also have a very splashy 6-year-old, and we need a bathroom that's more robust, let's put it that way. If it was just me, then that beautiful cork floor would possibly be okay, but it's not just me. But I really like this because it's very similar look to the cork floor that I've got, and which I really like. So that is a definite contender, and this one is called Marmoleum Real or Real, depending if you've got the Spanish pronunciation or the English pronunciation, and it's the colour Shell. I like that one. So the next one, this is a really interesting one. This has got quite it's a slightly acid white. To me it's slightly acid, kind of white, sort of stone white, and it's got these little flecks, and those little flecks are I think it's coconut, or it's either coconut shell or it's cocoa. I'm not sure which it is exactly, can't remember. But those, they're made out of, so it's the marmoleum, which is made of like linseeds and rubbers and stuff like that, all natural ingredients, and then the actual flecks, which give it a little bit more of a non-slip finish, which is something that's important to consider in a bathroom or a kitchen, that if it gets wet, you don't want a really smooth surface because it's easy to slip on it and fall over and hurt yourself. So these little flecks are intended to reduce, to increase the, I don't know, I can't remember the word for it. It's like slip resistance basically, but there's a specific technical jargony word that I don't remember. Anyway, but this one is called Marmoleum Cocoa, so it's obviously cocoa, not coconut, and it's colour white chocolate, and it basically is like a white chocolate, but that to me is quite, I don't know, there's something there's some kind of acidity feeling to the colour of it. It's a sort of cream, but not a warm cream, so I actually don't like it. And in terms of one of the things that can be a bit of an issue when you're looking at a non-slip surface is that it can be difficult to clean, because the things that give it grip are the things that catch onto dirt. So when you're cleaning it, then the act of cleaning it, whatever you're using, the sort of cloth or whatever it is that you're using to clean it with, can often, like little fibres of that, then get caught onto the bit that gives it grip. So if you especially in sort of more public sector type spaces where they're using like those big machines that go round and round and do a lot of rubbing, then you will often find there's like an edge on the grippy bit for want of like much better technical jargon words, but where you'll see like bits of dirt have caught. So sometimes that's the only issue with non-slip. This seems like it's got some slip resistance, but I wouldn't say it's hugely slip resistant, and I'm not totally taken with that one. Let me show you it again, see what you think. So what do you think so far? I've shown you the Marmoleum Real white chocolate. That might be better. You can sort of see the little flecks. Those tiny flecks are the little bits of cocoa shell. This one, my favourite so far, the Marmoleum Real, which has got a very similar look to the cork floor that I've got at the moment that I'm getting rid of. So that's Marmoleum Real in shell. Maybe this will show you better. It's a lot more vivid than it's showing up on the screen, this colour. It's very yellow, more yellow than it looks like to me on my computer monitor as I'm showing it to you. But that one is Marmoleum Fresco Natural Corn, and it's quite nice. It's very cheerful, let's put it that way, a very cheerful colour. This one is actually, it's really lovely. It's really like a duck egg blue. That one there, that's quite a good representation of it from what I can see on the screen. And this one is the Marmoleum Splash colour Rock Pool. And these I've chosen particularly, this selection I've chosen because these are the ones that from the screen seem to look like they might go well with my bathroom. So that's what I'm picking these for. This is for me, not for anybody else. So which one do you like so far? Do you have a preference? I can't see any comments, so maybe you've not got any preference. But so we've had the Marmoleum Cocoa, the white with flecks, the Marmoleum Real, which is the really cork effect one, the duck egg blue type marbled effect, the Marmoleum Splash, and the Marmoleum Fresco, which is the yellow. I just can't, that doesn't seem to show up very well in the, it's actually the shiniest, and I think that's why it's the camera is not picking up the colour of it very well because it's reflecting a lot of light. It's hard, shame you can't see that one so well in the camera. But anyway, I've got one more here. I think I ordered 6. You're allowed to have 6. So I've got 3, 4, oh, they've only sent me 5. I assume that they didn't, one of them wasn't in stock or something, because there's a lot of stock that's not available at the moment with COVID, so it could be that. So this one, which I don't like, I'll show you. This one is the Marmoleum Striato colour with orange highlights. So it's I don't know if you're going to even be able to see the orange highlights. Yeah, you can sort of see them. Can you see the like streaks that go through it of like an orangey streak, and then it's a sort of a grey? Yeah, I don't like it. What do you think? You like the lemon one? Which one do you see as the lemon one? This one. It's maybe it does look a bit lemony. It doesn't look so much lemon in the. Yeah, it's so much more yellow in reality than it's just not showing up on the screen. That's a shame. But is that the one you like? This is the natural corn, or is it the one that's like, I feel it's somehow, my gut reaction is it's a bit acidic, but it's very much like a stone white. That's the white chocolate. Yeah, so we've had 5. That's a shame. There was supposed to be 6. I can't remember what the other one was that I ordered, but anyway, this is the one that I really like. But I'm sort of feeling like, oh, that's a lot like what I've got now. I've got cork, and this is like the Marmoleum version. But anyway, I really like that. Yeah, there you go. I just thought I would share. You like sunny ones? Okay, well, yeah, that is a really nice one. It's beautiful. And they've got loads more. The good thing about it is a massive range. Like, shortlisting it down to just the 6 colours was quite a task. It was hard, you know, because sometimes too much choice actually makes it harder, doesn't it? And this one, it is really nice. It's lovely. It would certainly be, if you put that in your bathroom, it would be like quite a cheerful thing to come into in the morning, you know, because it's got that sort of quite an uplifting. It's not too garish, not too much in your face. It is really nice, actually. I'm going to pop them in the bathroom and see what I think in there. Have a look at what they look like in situ. But yeah, they've got so many different colours. There was one that I was thinking about getting, which was, I think, the same range as that one that I've just said I didn't like, this Striata one, which has got like, it looks like somebody's dragged their fingers through grey paint with hands covered in orange paint. But they had one that was red with an orange, and that was gorgeous. I really loved that. But I just don't think it would go with my bathroom. But I one day I would like to have, you know, my very favourite film is Amelie. I absolutely love Amelie. Yeah, for a dark ensuite, then that could work. Yeah, depends on your lighting. But if you've got, I mean, if you've not, a lot of en-suites have got no natural light, have they? No window at all. And so then it just depends on the colour of your light fittings and stuff like that can really make a difference to how the space feels, and also how well the colours work. So sometimes it's worth getting samples and putting them in the room that you want to use them in, and looking at them in different lights. If you've got natural light, I'm really lucky. My house has got a lot of natural light, but it's east-west facing. So the east, I get a lot of sunshine in the morning, and the west, I get a lot of sunshine in the afternoon and evening. And so it depends on the time of day that you're wanting to use that space and what sort of feeling you want to get. Your different colours will work well to create that mood with that natural light aspect. But if you don't have natural light, in some ways it can be easier, because you've got control then over what the light is. You can buy the light bulbs and or the lamps. You can buy those in the colour, the actual colour that the lamp emits will also have an effect on the colours that you see in the materials and the paints that you use. So that's worth bearing in mind as well. So that's it. 5 samples. Let me see if I can show you them like a card deck, so you can sort of see them a bit more next to each other. I'll put those separately because they're a bit more. They're quite grey actually, these. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the whole. Oh well. They smell nice. They smell like oil paints, or well, I studied in an art school, and so going around the art studios, it smells a bit like that, where people have been painting with oil paints. It smells a lot like that. So those are the different ones. Yeah, there you go. You can just about see them all there. Those are the different ones. Let me see if I can point. This one is my favourite. This is the yellow one. There you go. Right then. Wow. Where did I get them from? Okay, so the company is called Forbo. I don't know. Yeah, can you see Forbo? Forbo. And that's their logo there. And these are from the commercial contract. They're not from the consumer. They have a more limited range for consumers than they do for commercial, and I got the commercial contract ones because they're often very kind to architects and give architects more of a reduced price on these things, but they don't do that, I'm afraid, for homeowners normally, and the homeowner range is more limited, and they do also create vinyls. So when you look on their website, look for the marmoleum. That's the eco stuff. The vinyls are not eco. Vinyls are made of plastic. So not all of their products are very eco, but the marmoleum is. Okay. Any more questions on bathroom floor finishes? If not, I'll give you a couple of seconds. I wish I'd got more samples, really. I'm sort of like, I think that one's a really nice one, that blue, but it is a little bit on a bit of a colder colour. It's quite nice though. It's got a subtle marbled look. That one could work well. I really like that one. That's my favourite. That is the Marmoleum Real in shell. It's got more contrast and it looks a bit like cork. It looks a lot like cork. I really like it. Okay, that's it for now. Bye bye. See you later. I'm actually coming live again a bit later with some other information.